Well, 1 million customers have now signed up and are using Roam Like Home in the US. Today, we're launching it in 35 other European countries. It's $10 a day, but it's as simple to use, and we know customers will like it. It's really shaking up the industry.
Rogers is the parent company of 680 News.
It's stage 4 of the trial of suspended Senator Mike Duffy in Ottawa and the third straight day of testimony of a former Senate law clerk about the upper chamber's administrative rules. Our Parliament Hill reporter Cormac McSweeney is in the courtroom. He tells us the presence of Prime Minister Stephen Harper is also felt in the courtroom.
The photograph of the Prime Minister and Senator Duffy that was submitted as evidence yesterday is back in court today. It's sitting on the desk that Senator Mike Duffy is sitting at, and it's just propped up to his left. So every time somebody in the court, and I assume the judge as well, looks over towards Mike Duffy, all they see is this picture, this big picture with the Prime Minister and Senator Duffy. Even though that was an issue and evidence that was submitted yesterday, it's still there.
Not clear why the photo is still there, whether it may be a defense tactic.
This is All News Radio 680 News. Well, if you missed last year's Honest Ed sign sale, good news, it's happening again Saturday. Russell Lazar is the store manager and says over 6,000 handmade signs are up for grabs with prices starting at just $1.
Everything is made by hand, everything is painted by hand, everything, and when Ed asked the artists, that we have two full-time in-house artists making these signs every day, but some of these signs have been around for many decades, and the other ones are more recent.
Sale starts tomorrow morning at 8 at the store at Flores Bathurst.
The official Pan Am Game store has opened its doors today, and one of the most collected items will be the pins. The cult-like following for pins for big events like the Olympics and Pan Am Games, and some of them can be worth big bucks. Here's 680 Shepard Holman.
You'll see them situated outside the venue. People with their hats, jackets, shirts, covered in pins, looking to trade for ones they don't have. The pin game is just as much a part of these big sporting events as the 100-meter dash or hockey. And for the Pan Am Games, Catherine Henderson, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Revenue, tells me they've come up with some big ideas for this batch.
And it becomes quite a currency during a games time. The Pin People of Regina is actually our partner there, and there's a whole collection of many different pins that are out there.
Small batches of certain pins are made available, driving collectors nuts or fueling their passion, depending on who you talk to. In fact, some pins from the O2 Salt Lake City Games are selling for hundreds of dollars. Jeff Verhoeven, 680 News.
Well, from downtown Toronto to Aurora, Pickering, Oakville, and beyond, thousands of runners and walkers are going to be taking part in the Marathon of Hope celebration. 35 years ago this Sunday that Terry Fox began his cross-country journey. To keep his legacy alive, the Terry Fox Foundation is partnering with the Running Room with a walk or run this Sunday morning at 8:30. Running Room founder John Stanton says they'll be tallying everyone's mileage.
But we're going to have a way to log on to the miles, and then we want to total the miles and see how many times we can collectively run across the country for Terry Fox.
So it doesn't cost anything to take part, but people are being asked to donate whatever they can to the Terry Fox Foundation.
680 News Time 109. Canadian cancer statistics say 3 people die every day from oral cancer. You may be at risk even if you don't smoke. Early detection means better survival rates. Ultima Dental uses oral cancer screening technology that is safe, painless, and could save your life. Ultima Dental is offering complimentary oral cancer screenings this month. Reserve yours at oralcancercanada.ca. That's oralcancercanada.ca. Ultima Dental is the official dental partner of the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Toronto Marlies.
And now the 680 News poll question of the day is you've been hearing a new report suggest we are paying way too much for car insurance. Who do you think is to blame? Well, 61% of you are blaming the insurance companies. 26% blame the provincial government. 13% blame bad drivers. You can vote right now at 680news.com, or you can join the conversation on Twitter using the hashtag 680news. And now the 680 News Inpro gas price up.
Viene,